Hey everyone, welcome to the Yoga for Strength video. I have this new microphone. Hopefully you can hear me better. I'm in my new house. This is my fig tree that I love. I hope you are all in a place where you feel good and happy, and if you're not, that's okay too. Maybe by the end of the practice you'll feel a little better and a little happier. I want to get started this practice lying down, so we're just going to start lying down, and this new microphone is a lapel mic, so there's like a wire, so please try not to be distracted by that. So come lie down and just take a few breaths, stretch out a little bit, kind of settle in, do anything you want to do here that makes you feel good. Give yourself a moment just to kind of decompress and arrive. And then bring your arms down to the sides if they're not already, and your legs can be straight or your knees can be bent, or doing whatever you want with the legs doesn't matter. And we're going to start moving with the breath just to kind of set the tone of the breath and the movement. So as you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, and hopefully your inhale is a long, deep breath so the movement lasts for a while. And as you exhale, bring the arms back down. Hands touch the ground when they arrive. Let's keep moving. Inhale, arms come up and back. And exhale, hands come down. So keep going. Every inhale, the arms come up. And every exhale, the arms come down. Just finding your way. Starting to notice how it feels to be stretching out the shoulders and the chest. Let's take a couple more rounds. One more round. And when the arms come down to the sides, just keep them there. And straighten your right leg. Send the sole of the foot all the way up towards the ceiling and grab the back of the thigh. Straighten your left leg and just take a few breaths here, getting used to the sensation of a stretched out hamstring. You can move the leg a little from side to side if you want to, or you can rotate the foot in a little circle to stretch out the ankle. Just starting to bring a little bit of life into the right leg. Couple more breaths. And then keep your hands on your leg as you let it tip over to the right side. You might even release the left hand and just kind of let your right leg rest and your right hand over to the right side, starting to change the stretch so that it's now like towards the groin and the inner hip. Keep the leg straight if you can. Breathe. And then bring the leg back up. Use the left hand to grab the outer right leg and tip it all the way over to a twist. So the foot falls on the ground, and then you can walk your hips over to the right a little bit, and maybe you walk your left shoulder over to the left a little bit, and keep your right leg as straight as you can get it. If that hurts your back, you can bend the knee instead. Otherwise, leg is pretty straight. Maybe the left hand even comes down on the right calf or the ankle as you straighten the leg and breathe here. For some of us, this is a pretty deep stretch, so modify it if you need to, or just kind of lean into it. Stay and breathe. And then a little strength Keep your legs straight, remove your hands, and just lift your leg all the way back up to center without any assistance from the hands. Keep the right leg lifted, and then bring the head and the shoulders up off of the mat. Bring your hands together and bring them outside your right leg, and then lift your left leg up, and then the hardest part is to lift the chest up more and lift the right shoulder up a lot. Breathe here, keeping the right shoulder lifted a lot. For 3, for 2, and 1. Head comes down, both legs come up. Keep your legs straight. Put your hands on the ground. If you need assistance, put the hands under the butt. Take an inhale here, straighten the legs, and as you exhale, lower down 30% of the way. Stay, inhale. Exhale 60% of the way. Stay, inhale. Exhale 90% of the way. Inhale all the way back up. Put your right leg down. Let's do the same thing with the left leg. So straighten out the right leg. If you want to bend the right knee, that's fine too, but just taking a moment with the left leg getting straight, you can move the ankle around, you can move the leg from side to side, waking up the left leg, getting in touch with the hamstring, breathing into it. And then keep your left hand on the left leg as you bring it over to the left side. So your left hand is like a little kickstand. You can bring the left leg out as far as you want to, but make sure that it stays straight. And now you're getting a stretch in the groin and the inner hip. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. And 1. Bring the leg back up to center. Use your right hand on the outer edge of the left leg. We're moving into a straight leg twist. Keep the leg straight if you can as you bring it all the way over to the side. Walk your hips over to the left. Keep the left leg as straight as you can. Walk your right shoulder over to the right a little bit. Breathe here. Maybe even the right hand comes to the outer left leg, pulling it up, taking some time. And then a little strength. Don't use your hands as you bring the leg all the way back up to center. Straight left leg. Chest, head, hands come up. Lift your right leg up a little. Bring your hands outside your left leg and stay here. And then the hard part is lift the left shoulder up. Keep both legs super straight. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, legs up. Arms up overhead to make it more challenging. Arms to the side to make it a little easier. Inhale here. Exhale, legs lower 30%. Inhale here. Exhale 60%. Inhale here. Exhale 90%. Inhale all the way back up. Let's do it one more time. Exhale 30%. Stay, inhale. Exhale 60%. Stay, inhale. Exhale 90%. Hover the legs, then low boat pose. Head and shoulders rise 2. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. And 1. Let's come up to a seated position. Ha, nice job. And come to a tabletop position on hands and knees. So just flipping over. And then start moving through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale to arch the back. Exhale to round the spine. Good. Inhale to arch the back, cow pose. Exhale, round cat. You can make other movements if you want to. Maybe moving the hips around a little bit or moving the head around. Just starting to add a little extra movement if that feels good. Just waking up the spine and breathing. Couple more rounds like this. And then from here, bring your knees out. Move into a child's pose, and we're going to move. Exhale in your child's pose. And then inhale to come forward like a gentle back bend, like maybe a real lazy up dog. Maybe the hips don't come this far. Just find where you want to be with it. And exhale back to a child's pose. Inhale to come forward. Draw the hips forward. Maybe you stop here. Maybe you come really far. And exhale, child's pose. Keep going. Let's do about 3 or 4 more on your own with your breath. Every inhale, you come forward. Every exhale, you come back. Next time you're in your child's pose, stay and breathe. And come back up to your tabletop position. Come into your down dog. You can pedal your feet out. You can shake your head out. Do whatever feels good here. Take a couple breaths to yourself. And let's move with the breath. As you inhale, round your spine all the way to a plank pose and then straighten it at the top. And as you exhale, bend the knees, chest to thighs, straighten the legs at the bottom of the exhale. So find this to be a little more fluid. Inhale to roll forward and exhale to push back. You never stop moving. Move with the breath. Do it a few more times. Every inhale, the spine rolls, so it's rounding, and then it straightens. Every exhale, the knees bend and then push back. Couple more. When you get back to your down dog, stay there. And then let's take it into a proper vinyasa. Coming forward, inhale. You can lower your knees if you need to. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Come on up to a cobra pose. Fingertips towards the nipple line, elbows hug in. Inhale, lift up. And on your exhale, push back to a down dog. If you're going for the challenge, you push through plank. If you're not, you're using your knees. Good. Stay in your down dog or move through one more vinyasa, however you want to do it, on your own terms, on your own time, your own rhythm. Maybe this time it's an up dog. And then come down to hands and knees. Sit on your heels for a second and bring your arms up overhead, rest your wrists, move them in circles. Take an inhale to reach really high. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind you. And as you inhale, lift up your hips. Good. Come back down to a down dog. Actually, no, sorry. Let's come to a tabletop position. And lift up your right leg and start making a few circles. So leg moves in the hip joint. Starting just to wake up the joint, getting some fluid moving, lubricating the joint. And then straighten out your right leg and bring your left arm with you. So straight left arm, straight right leg. Stay for 3, not that long. Stay for 2. And 1. Put the left hand down. Straighten the right leg even more, lengthen the spine. Inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the right hand. We're going to move. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, straighten the leg. Round the spine. Good. 2 more. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, straighten the leg. Round the spine. 1 more. Bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, round the spine. Straighten the leg. And then bring your hips back so your left butt is on your left heel. You might have to walk the right heel back a little. Fold over the leg. Bring your left hand outside the right ankle or calf and reach your left shoulder over to the right side. Hug your right hip back a little and breathe. Here for 3. Here for 2. and 1. Come forward, back into your lunge. Lift your left knee up off of the mat. Drop your hips down super low, like get heavy in the hips, and then keep the hips this low, but straighten your left leg and then straighten your spine. Think about the middle of the back opening more, reaching the crown of the head forward, and keep that back leg super strong. Take one more inhale here into this lunge. And as you exhale, launch forward to your forward fold. Stay in your forward fold for a moment. Relax. More weight in the front of the feet than the back of the feet. On your next inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do one more. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen spine. Stay here. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Bend your knees a little. Stick your butt out. Come on your fingertips, lengthen your spine more. Think about the middle of the back opening more. And then bring your arms next to your ears. Hold this. And then come all the way up to standing. And take one inhale just to stretch out the front of the body. And as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, step back to a plank. Move through a vinyasa. We're meeting in a down dog. Good. From your down dog, come down to hands and knees. Lift your left leg up and make a few circles with the left leg in the hip joint. Move the circles in the other direction. Good, guys. Straighten the leg, straighten the spine. Bring your right arm up. We're just holding here. Just for 3, just for 2, and 1. Hand comes down, left foot steps forward. Let's move, maybe walk the right knee back a little. Inhale to lengthen the spine as much as you can, bend into the knee as much as you can. Exhale, round the spine, straighten the leg. 2 more, inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Last one, inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back, and then sit your right hip on your right heel. Put your right hand outside your left ankle and twist over to the left. Bring your right shoulder over to the left side a little more. Draw your left hip back. Let's breathe here. For 3, for 2, and 1. Come back into your bent knee. Lift up your back knee, lengthen your stance a little bit, lengthen your spine a little bit, drop your hips down as low as you can get them, and then straighten your back leg so you're introducing a ton of strength into the pose. And just get as strong as you can like you're a runner. Take one more inhale, and a big step forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine, stay here. Stick your butt out a little, bend the knees a little bit. Keep your spine super long. Just stay. And then fold back down. This time, bend your right knee. Walk your right hand forward a little bit more. Come up onto your fingertips and lift your left arm up so your right knee is bent and your left arm is lifting. And then think about a long spine. So lean forward a little bit. Maybe you can walk your right hand forward even more so that your shoulder comes forward, so the middle of the back is really stretching out. Look up at the left hand if that feels okay for your head and neck. Take one more inhale to lengthen. And exhale to come down. Let's do the second side. Bend your left knee a lot. Come up onto your left fingertips, walk them forward. Reach your right arm up. And then go for length in the spine. So walk the hand forward, lean forward, look up, long spine, crown of the head moving forward. Take one more inhale. And exhale to come down. Nice job. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen spine. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to roll up to standing. Arms come up, give yourself a really big stretch. And then as you exhale, put your left hand down and reach over to the right side and go far. Like really push the right hip out to the side. Walk the left fingertips down a little bit more. Maybe you can touch the outside of the knee. Go deep. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Come up. Put the right hand down. Reach the left arm over. Press your left hips out. Walk the right fingertips down even more. Go deep. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Come back up. Clasp your hands behind your lower back. Yawn the chest up and forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Reach the arms behind you. Stick your butt out like you're skiing. And then press your chest to your thighs. Keep the legs and the thighs, keep the legs and the chest together as you straighten the legs and bring the arms up. Chin to chest. Breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands come down. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen spine. Exhale, plant the hands, take it back, moving through vinyasa to a down dog, or maybe just stepping back to a down dog. As you inhale, lift up your right leg and just keep it like this. Keep your right leg super straight, super long. This is hard what I'm going to ask you to do, but I want you to try. Right leg is lifted. Come up onto your left fingertips. Maybe you stay here on the left fingertips, or maybe you reach the left arm forward. Do your best. And then hand and foot come down. Let's do the left side. Lift the left leg up. Keep it straight and strong. Stay here for a moment. Okay, come up onto your right fingertips. Stay on the fingertips or reach the arm up. Nice job. Hand comes down, foot comes down. Lift the right leg up again. This time bend the knee, open up the hip. Stay here. Let this feel good stretch. And then step the right foot in between the hands. Spin the left heel down. We're coming up to a warrior 1 pose. So left heel spins down. Hips are squaring towards the front of the mat. So you might have to walk the feet a little wider. They don't have to be perfectly square. It's okay if left hip is back a little bit. You're going to stay here for a moment and just kind of feel your way into the pose. A steady and strong left leg is an important element of it. So really press the left outer foot down, lengthening into the left leg. Bending the right knee. And then clasp the hands behind your lower back. Bend your right knee a little more. Take an inhale to lift your chest. We're going to fold forward in a humble warrior. Exhale, come down. Bring your right shoulder inside your right knee. Lift the knuckles up. Let the head hang steady down. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Come back to a down dog with your right leg in the air if you can. Bend the knee, open up the hip. We're going to do a one-legged vinyasa, so try it with me. Come back to a down dog with the right leg lifted. Keep the right leg lifted. Come into a plank pose. Right leg lifted. Keep the right leg lifted. Lower down. Then put the right foot down. Take your back bend. Then come back to your down dog. Take a moment here. Lift your left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Straighten the left leg, inhale. Step the left foot towards the left hand. Spin the right heel down. Bring the arms up overhead. Warrior 1. Sorry guys, keep your warrior 1. I'm gonna just fix my mat. Good. Okay. You're in your warrior 1. I'm in my warrior 1. Clasp your hands behind your lower back. Lift your chest up. Take a deep inhale here. Bend the left knee maybe more. Exhale, fold. Bring the shoulder inside the knee. Hug the left hip back, hug the right hip forward. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. And 1, put the hands down. Come back to a down dog with the left leg lifted, if you can. Bend the knee, open up the hip one more time. And then let's move through our one-legged vinyasa. So straighten out the left leg, keep it lifted. Coming into a one-legged plank pose, keep it lifted. Lower down, keep it lifted. Then put it down. Come up to your back bend. And come to a child's pose for a moment. And just take a couple breaths here. Come back up to your down dog. You can move through a vinyasa to get there, or just lift your hips up. Lift up your right leg. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, warrior 2 this time. Spin your left heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Warrior 2 on the right side. Straighten out your right leg. Take an inhale, reverse the triangle. We'll move like this a couple times. Exhale, bend deep into the knee. 2 more. Inhale, straighten the leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, bend the knee. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, put your forearm on your thigh. Extend your side angle. Just lift your left arm up. Just the left arm lifts up. Good, and bend into the right knee. We're gonna move from here. Put your left hand down inside your right foot and spin so that your left heel is lifted up off of the mat, and then reach your right arm up for a crescent lunge twist. Right arm lifted, left hand on the ground, heel lifting. Take an inhale here, and then we're gonna move back to our extended side angle. So forearm comes on the thigh, heel comes down, left arm reaches up. We're gonna do that one more time. Put your left hand down, spin the heel up, reach the right arm up. Extended side angle, forearm on thigh, heel comes down, arm comes up. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale this time, put both hands down, put the left knee down, and straighten your right leg just to give yourself a little rest. If it doesn't feel good to rest this way, you can come into a lizard lunge instead, or like move around a little bit. Just recover the right leg and breathe into it. From here, we're going to launch into a very quick standing splits, mellow standing splits. Lift your left leg up, both hands on the ground. Don't have to lift the left leg up high if you don't want to. We're working on really stretching out the back of the right leg, so bring a little more weight forward. Maybe you're pulling yourself in, head to knee. And then let's meet in a standing forward fold, both feet on the ground. Roll up to standing from here. Bring your arms with you. Give yourself a really big stretch. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, fold back down. Inhale, hands to shins to lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, moving through a vinyasa or skip it. We're meeting in a down dog. Lift your left leg up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Right heel spins down. Warrior 2 on the left side. Hold the pose for a moment, just settle in. Knee tracking over second toe. And then let's move a little bit. As you inhale, straighten the leg and bring the arm up and back. And as you exhale, come back into the deep lunge. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, straighten the leg, arm comes up and back. Exhale, bend into the knee. 1 more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Good. Bring your forearm on your thigh. Reach your right arm up, extended side angle. Stay here, lengthen the spine. Remember the middle of the back. Try to stretch it and open it by bringing the crown of the head forward. Bring the right hand down. Bring the right heel up. Lift the left arm up. Bend the left knee more. Crescent lunge twist. And then coming back to the extended side angle. Forearm on upper thigh, right heel down, right arm reaches up, bend the knee, inhale. One more time, hand down, left arm up, bend the knee more, inhale. And then come back to your extended side angle, heel down, arm up. Hands come down, knee comes down, straighten that left leg or do anything else that's a release. So maybe a lizard lunge feels better or whatever you want to do. Just take a couple breaths here. Good, guys. Launching into a quick standing splits. Lift the back leg up. Come on up. Lift the right leg up all the way. Fold over your left leg. Maybe you're going to pull yourself in a little closer. And then feet come down. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen spine. Excuse me, exhale, fold forward. Inhale to roll up to standing. Exhale to fold back down. One more round of standing poses. Inhale, hands to shins or ground, lengthen spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, move through a vinyasa, or just step back to your down dog. Lift your right leg up, take an inhale, keep it lifted, just a little work. Exhale, come into a plank pose with the right leg lifted. Keep it lifted, come back to a down dog, inhale. Two more, exhale, just come forward, keep the leg lifted. Inhale, come back. Last one, exhale, come forward. And inhale, come back. This time, exhale, step the foot towards the hand. We're coming up to warrior one. Spin the left heel down, bring the arms up overhead. Okay, put your hands on your hips and straighten your right leg. We're gonna move this into a pyramid pose. So you might wanna walk the feet a little closer towards each other, like shorten the stance. Hug the left hip forward, hug the right hip back, so same hips as warrior one, pointing forward. If you have blocks, you can put your hands on them on either side of the foot. If not, you don't need them. Bend the knee, lengthen the spine. Fold over your right leg. Putting your fingertips on the ground if you don't want to put the palms of hands on the ground. Bend the knee if you need to. That'll help if you're really uncomfortable here. Hugging the right hip back, hugging the left hip forward. Stay with it. We're going to take it into a twist. The right hand comes to the right hip. The left hand comes inside the right foot. If you're going deeper, on top of the right foot. If you're really going for it, outside of the right foot. As you twist the chest over towards the right, remember the middle of the back. Lengthen it. Bring the crown of the head forward. Lean forward, but keep the back leg super strong. And then reach the right arm up. You can stay here. If you want an extra challenge, you're going to lift the back leg up. Walking the hands forward. Keep your spine long. Remember the middle of the back opening and lengthening. And then just pop that back leg up off the ground, maybe a tiny bit, maybe a lot. Keep this rotation in the chest, so you're twisting open. Stay for 3, straighten the back leg if it's lifted. Stay for 2. On 1, put both hands down and step to a forward fold. Nice. Toes out, heels in, come into just a real quick mulasana just to get a different thing in the hips. Just breathe here. Good, and then from your mulasana, hands on the ground, you can hop back, move through vinyasa, you can step back to your down dog. We're gonna do the second side and then we're gonna rest. From your down dog, step your left foot in between your hands. Oh no, sorry, don't do that, or if you did that, bring it back up. I forgot about our 3-legged dog to plank. So lift the left leg up, inhale. Keep it lifted, come forward to your plank, exhale. Inhale back, exhale forward. Last one, inhale back, exhale forward. Good job. Inhale back, step the left foot to the hand, thank goodness. Spin the right heel down, warrior one, bring the arms up overhead, finding your warrior one stance here, and then hands to hips, Straighten the left leg, we'll move it into a pyramid. You might want to shorten the stance, walk the feet wider. Good. When you find your pyramid legs, fold over them. Maybe hands are on blocks, you can be on fingertips, you can bend the knee if you need to. Try to find the head relaxed, the chest moving towards the thigh. Hug the left hip back a little and the right hip forward. And breathe. Let's take it into a twist. Left hand on the left hip. Right hand walks to the inside of the left foot, on top of the left foot, or outside if you're going deep. Lengthen the spine and then twist it open. Remember the middle of the back. Bring the crown of the head forward. Lift your left arm up if you've got the balance. You can stay here and just work on staying steady, or if you're going deeper, walk the right hand forward, but not over to the right. Keep it over to the left. Lift the left leg up. Keep the chest open, so find the twisting action. Think about the middle of the back lengthening, and then the back leg is strong. It might be low to the ground, doesn't matter, but just keep it really strong. Stay for 3 wherever you are. Stay for 2. And 1. Hands come down. Good job. Foot comes down. Mulasana squat. Come down onto your butt. Nice work, everybody. Bring your right foot in to an extended left leg. And put your left elbow right on top of your thigh and put your head in your hand. And this might be enough, or you can put the elbow on the bottom of the knee if that feels better. You can stay here. For me, this is a pretty deep side stretch on my lower back already. If you want to go deeper, bring the right arm up. And if you're really going deep, if you can touch the fingertips of the toes, do it, but don't collapse forward. You want to keep the chest opening up towards the sky. Good. Come all the way up. Switch sides. Elbow on knee or on thigh or below the knee, head in hand. You can stay here, this is pretty deep. Or left arm comes up and over. Maybe fingers touch the toes, but try not to close off. Good. Come back up to center. Find any cross-legged position you like. Just one closing, gentle movement of the spine and then a gentle hip stretch. Bring the chest forward. Inhale. Round it as you come back. Exhale. Just returning to a little gentle mobility here. Next time you come forward, just fold over the legs. And relax. Let the head hang heavy, chest towards thighs. Just chill here. And then roll up and change the crossing of the legs. So put your other leg in front. Take a few little circle movements here. Good. And then when you get forward, fold over the crossed legs and breathe. Good, guys. Rolling up from here. Stretch your legs out in front of you just for a second. Put your hands behind you. Lift your chest up. You can stay like this. You can bend the knees, come into reverse tabletop if you want a little back bend. Good. Bring the hips down. Come on down to your back and lift both of your legs up. We're going to stay with our legs lifted like this for a minute. You can grab the back of the thighs if that feels good for you, or you can do anything else you want to do with your hands. Sometimes it feels nice to bring the fingertips up to the toes. You can do that. If you have a block, you can put that underneath your back. Just relax here as much as you can. Just nice to get the feet off of the earth. Few more breaths here. And you can stay like this, or you can bend the knees and grab the ankles for a happy baby, or any other finishing pose that you like. Anything that feels good to bring the practice to a close. Whenever you're ready, we're going to find our way to our Shavasana. It can be anything you want it to be, seated meditation if that feels better, any type of restorative pose you want to take, or just lying on the back in stillness. But find stillness and let the body be heavy. You are welcome to stay here just like this. If you'd like to start moving again, then find a few breaths, some movements in the body, whatever feels good here to wake up. And then when you're ready, come join me in a seat. I've been teaching public classes again here at my house on this deck. It's been really wonderful, and we've been doing ohms together, which is just so lovely. So let's do it on the video. I know you're by yourself, but maybe just you and me doing it together will feel good. So let's do one, and let's just start with a clearing breath. So hands come to the heart, and just with one breath, taking an inhale and an exhale, let it go. And then inhaling, prepare to Om. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you, guys. I want to show you the deck. If you haven't been here to any of these classes, you can turn the video off now if you're not going to come to the deck. But if you're curious about what it looks like and curious about coming to classes, then bear with me here. while I keep recording this video. And there's Buster. Hi, Buster. And look out here. This is the deck. So we can fit 4 people on the deck here, and we fit 1 person here, and we fit 1 person here. So 6 people can fit spaced out pretty responsibly, and it's just wonderful. There's my cactus, and there's the eucalyptus tree and the bougainvillea, and I hope you guys can join us and meet Buster, and I hope you all have a really great night or day or wherever you are.